Hi everyone, Jeff Marion here. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. An often overlooked injury when someone is involved in a car crash or in a fall can be a head injury. The person may be diagnosed with symptoms, or it may be considered part of a neck injury or something like that. But that mild concussion or mild traumatic brain injury can have permanent consequences. And I'm going to use this video to tell you what the top 5 symptoms of a traumatic brain injury are. This is a series of videos designed to help you understand personal injury law. I do videos that help people that are injured in car crashes, like this video, and I also do videos that help people who are injured by unsafe products, like this video right here. So make sure that you click on the subscribe button and check back here on the regular to see if new videos have come out. Or you can even click on the bell to get reminders that a new video has been released. I've been fighting for people who have been injured in crashes, in falls, and by unsafe products for over 25 years. I created this channel to help keep you informed and help keep you safe. Just as an overall concept, I want you to picture something here. I want you to picture an egg inside of a jar. And if you shake that jar, the egg is going to smack up against the side of the glass. It might even crack. That's similar to what happens in your brain. In a concussion, in a whiplash type injury, oftentimes the brain can hit the front of the skull. Or the same thing, if your head moves too far forward, it can hit the back of the skull, or both. And that impact can cause damage, actual physical damage to the brain. And that's what leads to a concussion, and that's what leads to a traumatic brain injury. And if you have one concussion, you may be susceptible to more concussions and more severe concussions in the future. So this does have a knock-on effect. So if you're injured in a crash, what kind of symptoms should lead me to believe that I might have a concussion or a more serious brain injury? So let's go over those top 5 examples for you. And the 5th one is nausea, dizziness. It's pretty straightforward. Oftentimes, if you are injured, or if you've been injured in a sporting event, you pick up soccer or basketball, and you take a shot and you start to feel sick to your stomach or dizzy. What they used to say back in the day, you got your bell rung. That nausea or dizziness, especially right after the event, is going to be a sign that you might have a concussion. Now, also, you might have that nausea or dizziness with activity. You might, even walking or watching television or trying to read something might bring that nausea back. So that's the 5th most common symptom. The 4th is blurred vision, and that may happen with you, again, at the site of the incident, but you also may have a problem with it when you're reading and doing other stuff around the house. So that's another symptom of a concussion and something you need to be aware of. The 3rd is going to be fatigue, and that can come on a bit later. You're going to find it's even getting up and moving around the house is exhausting. Like you might take out the garbage and then get back to your chair and say, wow, that was really tiring, and just veg out or fall asleep for a bit. You may find that you can't run as far, or even walking gives you problems. You may find that you can't do some of your favorite activities, that you might tire very easily. So watch out for fatigue, or even mental fatigue. If you're at work and all of a sudden, you were usually bright-eyed and bushy-tailed and sharp at meetings, and you find yourself nodding off or getting tired after a meeting, that may be a sign that you might have a concussion or a traumatic brain injury. When you think of concussions, do you think of a serious brain injury? Do you still think, wow, that person got their bell rung, and you kind of shake out the cobwebs and you get on with it? Leave your thoughts in the comments section below. I check these comments regularly, and I'm always interested in what you guys have to say. A second most common and most severe symptom of a concussion is headaches. And that can range from just very mild, dull headaches to full-on migraine headaches if you've never had them before. They can debilitate you. They can create sensitivity to light, sensitivity to sound. You may have to lie in a darkened room with no TV or no phone, internet, or nothing along those lines. But headaches may be a sign not of your pain in your neck radiating up into your head, but may actually be some form of concussion or traumatic brain injury. Now, the number one sign that you have a concussion or traumatic brain injury is a loss of cognitive function. What that means is you may have memory loss, and you can have it at the scene. You were driving along, and then all of a sudden you woke up and a fireman was talking to you. It happens on down the line. You may find you're now forgetting things. You may not be able to function in your workplace. You may have a hard time doing, simple work tasks that require some mental acuity. So keep an eye on that cognitive functioning and that ability to keep up with your work if you're a student, to keep up with your work in school. It's one of the things, for example, USA Hockey, for their concussion protocols, recommends that youth players stay out of school until their concussion symptoms abate. And in fact, what they do, just as an aside here, is what they'll do is they have a step process where you can start with, okay, you can function, you can have the TV on, you can read a book. All right, try a little activity, try walking. And if the symptoms persist, go back to the beginning, go back to step one. And then maybe from walking, some light jogging, some lighter training, then increase that intensity. And then maybe they can go back to practice but not have contact. You can't do, especially at the older boy levels, body checking. Or in football, they might be able to practice and do some other drills, but they can't do any contact drills. And then be released and cleared for full contact. Now, at any time, if that athlete starts having headaches or starts having nausea or starts having those symptoms, it's back to square one. It's start all over again. And for someone who's working and someone who's injured in a crash or in a fall, this may get very frustrating, but it's some kind of method that you should be following. You should be looking into how much activity you can do. And if you do get those headaches, don't fight through it. Stop. Because all you're doing is making the symptoms worse, and they won't go away until you get rest. And that's the main thing for dealing with a concussion. So, those are the top 5 signs that you may have a brain injury. And if you do, see a neurologist. My recommendation to you is wherever you live, there's probably a sports medicine doctor. There's somebody that all of the football players, all of the high school athletes go to if there's a concussion. So find out who that is, and then seek an appointment with that person and have that doctor go over your symptoms with you and determine whether you have a concussion. If you want to learn more about personal injury law, I've got a free PDF that'll help you understand and navigate this complicated area of law. Use the link below or look in the comments. I put the link there, and I will send you a free download. Also, if you have been injured in a crash or in a fall or by an unsafe product, contact me at the email address below or at my website, www.jeffmarionlaw.com. I'll sit down with you for free and go over your case with you. I want to thank you for taking time to watch this video. I hope you found it helpful. If you did, make sure you click on the like button and share it in your social media network. Especially share it with people that you think might benefit from this information. Also, make sure that you subscribe to the channel and that you click on the bell to get notifications when new videos come out.